Hello, and welcome to the Morning Flow, your water and wastewater industry brief. I'm bringing you the latest from across the nation. We've got some important updates this week, so let's dive right in. First up, a major funding announcement out of Georgia. The Georgia Environmental Finance Authority is awarding more than $32 million in grants to 10 communities to address emerging contaminants. This funding, sourced from the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, is a huge boost for utilities tackling PFAS. For example, Dalton Utilities is receiving nearly $3.6 million for a pilot study on PFAS destruction technologies at their wastewater plant, while the Chatsworth Waterworks Commission gets over $6.8 million to install remediation technology for their drinking water system. It's great to see this federal funding making a direct impact at the local level. Next, if you're tracking infrastructure renewal strategies, this one's important. The San Antonio Water System, or SAWS, is tackling aging infrastructure head-on. The utility has proposed a transparent, 4-year rate plan to fund critical upgrades, primarily at its wastewater recycling centers. And some of this infrastructure dates back to the early 1900s. The plan calls for an adjustment of less than $5 a month each year for the average residential customer. SAWS notes that even with the change, their rates will remain among the lowest in Texas. This is a great example of proactive, long-term planning to stay ahead of costly emergency repairs and potential environmental issues. And rounding things out, a wastewater-focused project in Idaho. The city of Lewiston has secured a $1.5 million low-interest loan from the Idaho Department of Environmental Quality. The funds are earmarked to study and address not just PFAS, but also pharmaceuticals and other hormone-disrupting chemicals in their wastewater. A key part of this work involves converting neighborhood home septic systems to the public wastewater treatment plan and installing additional water mains. It's a practical, multi-pronged approach to improving water quality that many growing communities can relate to. That's the brief for this edition of the Morning Flow. You can find links and more details for everything we covered in our show notes at waterandwastewater.com. If you found this useful, share it with a colleague. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.